Come on in, darling. Come on in. Just on a phone call. I know. I missed you. No, I understand. But what you don't seem to understand is I don't appreciate the mess you left me. No, I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Apologies won't get you anywhere. Yeah. Oh, there's no use pleading and crying. Hmm. Well, unfortunately for you, in about, let's see, 8 seconds, there's going to be a knock at the door, and you're going to answer it for me. Oh, yes, that's Gordon. He's here to relieve you of your job and other things. Oh, my goodness. Yes, thank you, Gordon. Sorry I couldn't be there to help. Um, no, go ahead, dispose of everything. I'll see you when you get back. Thank you. Kisses. I'm so sorry about that, darling. You know, when things arise, I have to take care of them. It's part of being a boss. It's not my favorite part, but I really did miss you. Oh, you're just as delicious as I remember. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. Oh, you're not in any trouble. No trouble at all. I just wanted to check in with you, seeing as I haven't seen you in quite some time. Oh, all that. Oh, don't even worry. Somebody made too many mistakes for me to overlook. You have nothing to worry about. Though I will say, I do miss and I do hate not being there to see things through. Oh, yes. I'm not the type of boss who doesn't like to get their hands dirty. No. It's more of the fact that I like to make sure that I have no loose ends. You see, I like to have everything tied neatly so I don't have anything to worry about. Oh, put it out of your mind. I did so miss your delightful presence. From what I hear, I only know good things about your work so far. And I have to say, I'm very, very proud of you. I just knew that you'd be the right fit for my company. You haven't found the workload too hard, have you? No? Good. I know you were very apprehensive about accepting my job offer. You said you were happy with your current employment, and I have to say that that made me a little unhappy, which is not something that you ever want to see. No, no, no. But you're happy here? Wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Any questions? Complaints? No? Good. Oh, I'm happy that we're meeting your expectations. What have people been saying about you? Let's see. Besides, you smell and look absolutely appetizing. Well, they've said that you're always on time, always very pleasant, and most importantly, you've never looked into the back of your cargo. And when I heard that, well, I knew I made the right decision to, would we say hunt is too strong of a word? I agree. Maybe convinced you to take the job? Oh, I knew your talents were being wasted away. Wasted away at that boring old place you used to work at. Well, I didn't just call you in to check in on you. No, though that was a big part. I hate only ever hearing your voice over the phone. No, I much prefer things a bit more old-fashioned, as you know. I appreciate this face-to-face contact. Though, seeing as you've been doing such a good job for me, I figured maybe it's time for a promotion. No. I'm sorry. Let's try that one more time. How would you feel about a promotion? That's so good. That's wonderful. Oh, and you certainly deserve it. Oh, after all the hard work you've put in for me, don't you feel like you deserve something special? Good, good. Well, before I get into the specifics of your new promotion, let's go over what your past duties were and how they might increase in the future. Hold on one second. This is very unprofessional. Who's ever on that line is going to be very, very worried for their safety. Hold on one second. Hello. I'm in a very important business meeting at the moment. Did you need something urgently? You hope for your sake that it is urgent. Oh, I'll let them know. Oh, don't worry. Like I said, this is a very, very good egg. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Bye. Kisses. Oh, you have nothing to worry about. All good things, darling. I mean, you are my best employee, my very best driver. That call was actually one of my business partners. They called to let me know that your latest shipment was above and beyond. That makes me very happy to hear. You know, quite a few times I've gotten calls telling me all about how wonderful you are. So very, very, very wonderful. Almost as if you were scared to make a mistake. Which I told them that couldn't be true. You're not afraid of me, are you? I didn't think so. Though I do want to warn you, quite a few times my business associates have said they have a hard time being around somebody so delicious. I've had to tell them more than once to make sure that you were nice and safe. As I'm sure you're aware, my associates can get quite hangry. That's what the kids are saying nowadays, right? Hungry and angry. Oh, I do find this new world to be quite fascinating. So, while you're dropping things off in the future, please let me know if anyone, and I do mean anyone, gives you a hard time. I would so hate if you felt unsafe. Oh, that happened to you? Oh, I'm so very sorry. I'll make sure that they have a stern talking to, alright? You shouldn't have to worry about anything from them further. Anything else I should be made aware of? No? Okay. Well, my door's always open, so feel free to let me know. And I do so enjoy seeing your face. That's right. Your much awaited promotion. Let me get the paperwork, okay? You sit pretty for me. Okay, let's see. So recently you've been doing very quick, small jobs, correct? Nothing too long in the truck. And you're still comfortable? Good. Hmm. And typically, you haven't been taking drips longer than 3 to 4 days. Is that correct? Hmm. Good. And you haven't had any trouble picking up the cargo, correct? Good. And from my knowledge, you haven't once opened it, correct? Good. Perfect. And you haven't found anyone or anything suspicious? No cops have been giving you a hard time? And no one by the name of Helsing? Because, maybe a few weeks ago I heard that there was a Helsing in your neck of the woods where you normally do your pickups and drop-offs. You didn't hear or see anything? No. Mysterious hitchhikers to be found? No. Are you sure? Okay. I'm just checking. How would you feel if in the future you do multiple pickups and drop-offs? These trips would last you, I would say, 1 to 2 weeks. The load of it is going to be much higher than you're used to. Are you comfortable with that? No? No. How would I go about making you more comfortable for that? Would you like a pay increase? And I know these long hours have been quite tedious. Only traveling at night, meeting such strange people. But I already told you, I'll have a word with them again to make sure that you feel nice and safe and taken care of. What more could you want? You feel uncomfortable doing such long shifts. Is it because you don't enjoy traveling? Or that you'll miss the route that you're already familiar with? Why would you miss this specific route, I wonder? Are you sure you haven't met anyone interesting while traveling? You know, it is against the rules to pick up people while you're on a job. In fact, if they don't work for my company at all, you really shouldn't be picking up or talking to anyone. Isn't that correct? I distinctly remember me telling you all this when you took the job. Or am I the one who's mistaken? I wonder. Based off of the contract I remember you filling out, you promised not to tell anyone, friends or family, about what you do here for my company. Am I wrong? You do remember. That's good. See, I remember saying this one right here was very smart. Smart enough to take my job offer, even though it took me quite a few weeks to convince you that this was the right idea. Oh. You wouldn't be trying to make a fool out of me, would you? I didn't think so. Because as you overheard over the phone, I don't take kindly to people putting me in messy situations. I don't like it when people are sloppy with their work, because if they're sloppy with their work, how does that reflect on me? And I want you to remember, I've been in this business for a very long time. So even though I don't look it, I've seen quite a few different people sit in this exact same spot as you are now. And how many times do you think that the person sitting in that chair met with a happy end after causing me distress? You think one or two? That's so funny. The answer you're looking for is more like 0. 0 people left to make a fool out of me. That call right now. Do you really think it was to compliment you? Do I need to remind you that I have eyes and ears everywhere? I know you're unfamiliar with my company, but we've gone by many different names and have had many different ways of conducting business. So, why don't we be honest with one another? Do you really feel like you deserve the promotion I was thinking of giving you? Promotions go to people who have made me very happy. Like you recall, I did say the longer you're with my company, the better the benefits. One of those being being in my inner circle, the other one being very, very long life. Do you feel like you deserve any of those things? You still do. You know, I had such very high hopes for you. I remember seeing you at the grocery store, at your past job, and at that convenience store that you used to frequent. And I thought to myself, here's someone who knows how to get the most out of their very short life. Here's someone with greater ambitions and needs that were not being met. Talent that was being wasted. So I thought, why not have you work for me? And how did you repay me? By making a fool out of me. I will say you got away with it for maybe 1 or 2 days. So I applaud your hard work. You must have really not enjoyed working for me. Can I ask why before I terminate your service and your contract? Oh, you didn't want the job in the first place? I don't take no for an answer. I told you that during your interview. So why couldn't you have just made the most of it? Well, that little birdie on the phone told me that you made a very special friend on the route that you normally take. You would like to supply that little birdie with information during your normal pickups and drop-offs. And I don't appreciate my secrets getting out there. No. I now understand why you were so hesitant to take the promotion that would take you away from your new special friend. Isn't that right, driver? And should I also say a great warm hello to the Van Helsing that's listening in? No, that's okay. It's been a while since we've spoken. Oh, don't worry, I had the tracker disabled, so they don't know about this office. They just know, I guess, what you supplied them with, which I'm going to assume isn't much. Seeing as you were relatively new to my company. You really thought you could get away with it? Again, I applaud your drive and your hubris to think that I wouldn't find out. Hmm. Oh, unfortunately, it's not going to be as quick as it was with Gordon. No, no, no. I thought you and I could have some fun together. Hmm. Oh, don't worry. There can always be new replacements for your line of work. Better yet, how would you like, after I'm done with you, that is, being part of the cargo that you have been transporting? The anticipation of not knowing, well, what will happen to you. More specifically, when it will happen to you. But don't worry, you and I will have fun before that happens. Oh, I've seemed so pleasant so far. That's surprising, but not unwanted. It's nice to know that I can still put people at ease, especially after being alive as long as I have. Sometimes social niceties fall to the wayside. But you see, when necessary, even a vampire can play and appear human. Especially when the vampire is the boss. Oh, you're not going anywhere. And I find myself so thirsty. Shall we begin now or later? Do you think we fooled the Helsings? You played your part perfectly. I'm so proud of you. Now let's plan your next route. My favorite driver.